2 years ago, Cities Skylines 2 promised something big. Not just bigger cities, but smarter ones, deeper simulation, more realistic systems, a true next generation city builder, and for a moment, it felt like we were standing on the edge of something special. But then the game launched, and reality hit. Performance issues, broken systems, cities collapsing under mechanics that were supposed to support them, and now 2 years later, as this city wakes up, we have to ask the question that no one can avoid anymore. Has Cities Skylines 2 actually gotten better, or are we just more patient than we should be? Because somewhere between the patches, the mods, and the promises is the one thing that could still save this game, and at the same time, the very thing that could end it. When Cities Skylines 2 was announced, expectations were sky high. This wasn't supposed to be an upgrade, it was supposed to be a foundation, a game built to last 10 years, a living simulation that would grow with every update. We were told this city would think for itself, citizens would behave realistically, the economy would respawn naturally, and every decision would ripple through the system. But at launch, Cities Skylines 2 didn't feel unfinished, it felt unreliable. Even powerful PCs struggled, medium-sized cities caused performance drops, and many of the systems that were advertised simply didn't behave the way that they were supposed to. Instead of learning the game, players were troubleshooting it. The biggest and loudest complaint was performance. Low frame rates, stuttering simulation speeds, CPU and GPU usage that didn't make sense. Cities that should have been manageable became unplayable far too early. Over time, this has improved, there's no denying that. Updates stabilized frame rates, simulation speeds became more consistent. The game today runs better than it did at launch, but the problem was never fully solved. Large cities still push hardware way too hard. Optimization still varies widely between systems, and many players rely on setting tweaks, mods, and compromises just to keep their city playable. Cities Skylines 2 didn't fix performance, it just learned how to live with it. Then there's the simulation itself. On paper, Cities Skylines 2 is incredibly complex. Mail, cargo, education, industry, land value, rent, services, everything is connected. But in practice, many systems felt hollow. Mail services would break the cities, cargo terminals wouldn't distribute properly, death waves returned, rent and land value spiraled out of control, industry didn't always match demand, and over time patches made these systems function, but functioning isn't the same as feeling alive. Too often the game feels like numbers adjusting behind the scenes instead of cause and effect that you can actually see. The simulation works, but it rarely feels smart. Traffic has always been hard as Cities Skylines, and at launch, AI pathfinding caused chaos. Cars ignored logical routes, public transport underperformed, emergency services struggled to reach their destinations. Today, traffic is better, pathfinding is more consistent, cities don't collapse instantly under poor road design, but the AI feels predictable. Solutions feel mechanical rather than emergent. You're solving traffic puzzles, not watching a city adapt. One of the quietest but most important complaints was this: cities didn't feel personal. Buildings repeated constantly, neighborhoods lacked identity, cities felt sterile and generic. Every skyline started to look the same, and this is where Cities Skylines 2 was at its weakest, until the community stepped in. And let's be honest, mods didn't just enhance Cities Skylines 2, they stabilized it. Modders fixed systems faster than official patches, they improved traffic logic, they balanced the economy, improved the UI, helped the performance, and with mods installed, the game finally started to feel playable. Cities Skylines 2 without mods is acceptable, with mods it becomes enjoyable. And then came the asset editor. The asset editor changed everything. Suddenly cities had personality, custom buildings, regional identity, unique infrastructure, custom stadiums, landmarks, detailing. This just wasn't more content, it was ownership. Players weren't just playing Cities Skylines 2 anymore, they were shaping it. The asset editor gave them the future. And this is where things get complicated. Mods and assets shouldn't be the foundation of the game, they should enhance it, not complete it. Cities Skylines 2 relies on its community to fix the systems, add personality, extend longevity. And when your players are doing the heavy lifting, that's not support, that's dependency. And this is where Cities Skylines 2 becomes vulnerable. City-State Metropolis is coming in early 2026, and it's targeting the exact area where Cities Skylines 2 struggles the most. Deep economic simulation, political systems, supply chains, macro-level city management. City-State doesn't need to beat Cities Skylines 2 in scale, it doesn't need to be prettier in graphics, it just needs to do the simulation better. And if it does, that changes everything. Cities Skylines 2 can still win. Its official development deepens simulation, if updates expand mechanics instead of just adding assets, if DLCs become more meaningful to change how cities function, if the developers embrace modders as partners and not crutches, it will be good, but it could also lose if progress slows, if mods remain mandatory, if another game delivers what was promised first. Because players are starting to realize something. They're fixing this game themselves. 2 years later, Cities Skylines 2 isn't a failure, but it isn't the future that was promised either. The next 2 years won't be decided by graphics or city size, they will be decided by depth, and whether Cities Skylines 2 proves it's still leading or quietly being replaced.